Hey Quorum Deo family, you might have noticed that we restocked this bookshelf out here in light of Easter with some new resources, just some newer books that we've read that I thought you might benefit from. And so I wanted to use this weekly update to talk about 3 of the books you might find particularly helpful. First of all, Tim Keller's book, Forgive. While I was snowed in on my worst vacation ever, one of the good things I did is I read this book. Forgiveness is a very basic New Testament principle, but understanding how to forgive, the difficulty of forgiveness, the depth of forgiveness, this book is profound and helpful. So for all of us who need help forgiving and learning how to forgive, I'd recommend that book. The second book is my friend John Stark's The Secret Place of Thunder. I just finished this book yesterday. What this book is essentially about is the difference between living what John calls a performative life and a hidden life. He says so much of our culture, social media and expressive individualism, pulls us to live a performative life where we're basically performing for other people. We're trying to live the way we think other people want us to live. And he talks about how different it is to live a hidden life, a life of fellowship with God that's not about show and it's not about even what other people see us doing, but it's about cultivating a real depth in our souls. I think this is a really timely and profound book, and as you can see, it's pretty short and pretty simple. The final book I've mentioned before, You Are Not Your Own. I was just talking to Aaron, a friend of mine after church, and he was like, this book was very depressing. It was good for emo Aaron, but 40-year-old Aaron didn't like it very much. And that's because Alan Noble's point in this book is to show you how dehumanizing the modern world is because of our foundational assumption that we belong to ourselves. And he wants to set us free with that little phrase from the Heidelberg Catechism, you are not your own, but belong to Jesus Christ. So Alan Noble is going to be with us in June at our next church-wide equipping event after the one Aaron Maddox is doing this month. And so if you want to read this in anticipation of Alan Noble being here, it'll really help you get the most out of his time with us in the month of June. So thanks for letting me mention those books. Again, these are just for your benefit. Obviously, you can buy these books on Amazon. We just have them here at church as a way of curating some resources that we have found helpful and helping make them available to you. So it's a donation basis, and we make $0 off this. It's just our way of trying to put some books in your life that might help your soul and your relationship with God. So I hope that's helpful to you as you think about some reading you might want to do this spring and summer. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next week for another weekly update.